is Maney. I am here to read you a story. This is one of my new books I just got, and I really, really like it. It is called Upside Down Sid. It's by Shearsby, and we'll talk about it at the end. Ready? Here we go. And it goes like this. In a town much like yours, where everything is the right side up, lived upside down Sid. For as long as Sid could remember, most things were one way around, and he was the other. With a few small exceptions. Sid tried not to let it bother him. But it wasn't easy fitting in or making friends. Sid looked forward to his quiet time at home. It was the one place he could go about his business without too much fuss. Yet, there were days he wished he had help and company. One morning, while Sid was eating his breakfast, a basketball smashed through his window. "Sorry," a voice came from outside. "We'll fix it," said his neighbor. "And we'll make it up to you," said another. Sid's neighbors brought him a ticket to the fairground, but Sid wasn't allowed on the roller coaster. And in the haunted house, it was Sid who frightened the ghosts. Sid was ready to go home. "Would you like to come over for lunch?" he asked. "Yes, please," they all said. On the way home, though, Sid began to feel nervous. He soon realized that he was in over his head. "That was a lunch to remember," said the neighbors. And Sid wondered if he would ever see them again. The next morning, as Sid left the house, his neighbors were waiting out of sight. And when he was gone, they went inside with their tools and their ladders. Tap, tap, tap. Burbs. When Sid arrived home later that day, he noticed his window had been fixed. "Look at that," he thought. He flopped onto his couch and looked around. Something felt odd. "Wait a minute," he said. "My couch, my bookcase, everything is my way up." This call called for a special upside-down party. And that night, for the very first time, Sid climbed into his bed and fell asleep. And he did see his friends again, almost every day. The end. I love this book because Sid was not feeling included, right? He was struggling to find his place in the world. And I think we all have moments like that when life is harder and maybe we just feel like a little bit of an outsider. It's not a good feeling. And Sid's neighbors noticed that. And they gave Sid the two things that he needed most. One, to feel comfortable in his own home. And two, friendship. Sid didn't have those things before he met his neighbors. And sure, they invested a lot of time and energy into making Sid's house livable for him, but they were happy to do it for him. They saw that his life could be better that way, so they did it for him. And they didn't expect anything from Sid in return. They just did it out of the kindness of their hearts. And then they had a great friendship. They probably could have had that great friendship even if they hadn't done those things for Sid. But they did it anyway. And that's really, really cool. So I hope this inspires you to see what you can do for other people. How can you help somebody else out? And how can you be a friend to somebody who may need one really, really bad? All right. Can't wait to see you again soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.